Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my predictions for Manchester United's game against Aston Villa in the FA Cup third round. It's Monday night, the 10th of January, 5 to 8 kick-off at Old Trafford. So anyway, score prediction, I'm going to go with 2-1 to Manchester United. And the goal scorers for Man United, I'm going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo and Mason Greenwood. Aston Villa's goal scorer, I'm going to go with Danny Ings. So that is your predictions. Later on this week, I'll be giving you my predicted 11 for the game, and I'll be also giving you my preview. Now, it will be a tough game against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have been impressive under Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard has enjoyed a good start to his managerial career at Aston Villa. When Steven Gerrard got appointed in, he signed a 3.5-year contract, so he's under contract with Aston Villa until 2024. Before Aston Villa, Gerrard managed Rangers. He did well at Rangers, he won the Scottish Premiership with them, and before then he managed Liverpool's under-18s. Before Steven Gerrard, Aston Villa had Dean Smith. They sacked Dean Smith earlier on this season. Dean Smith is now the Norwich City manager. Aston Villa have got some good players in their team that could cause Manchester United problems. You know, they've got Leon Bailey. He's made an impact at Aston Villa. Aston Villa got Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen. Leon Bailey's out with injury at the moment. Danny Ings, he's also done well at Aston Villa. Aston Villa got Danny Ings from Southampton. Ollie Watkins is also good for Aston Villa. He's probably one of the best players that Villa have got. Ollie Watkins is out with COVID at the moment. They've got Trezeguet. He's on international duty. They've got Anwar El Ghazi. That's a good attacking player. They've also got Bertrand Traore. He's on international duty at the moment. Douglas Luiz is a good midfielder. John McGinn's also good. Man United have been linked with John McGinn. I think John McGinn is suspended for the league game between Man United and Villa. They've got Jacob Ramsey. They've got Tyrone Mings. That's a very good centre-half. Manchester United were linked with him a while ago. They've got Enzri Konsa. Courtney Hose. They've got Ashley Young. Ashley Young is out with a toe injury at the moment. Ashley Young is a former Manchester United player. Young was a long-serving player when he was at Man United. He was at Man United for around 8.5 years. They've also got Matt Targett and Matty Cash. They've got Sanson as well. Nakamba, he's out with injury. And one of the goalkeepers Aston Villa have got is Martinez. By the way, Tuanzebe is leaving Aston Villa to join Napoli on loan. Tuanzebe did well at Aston Villa. And let me put into the equation, Villa lost Jack Grealish to Man City. but Villa did get £100 million for him. Villa lost their last game to Brentford 2-1. So next week, Manchester United play Villa twice within a week. We play them on Monday the 10th in the FA Cup. Then we play them on the 15th of January, which is a Saturday. Aston Villa won at Old Trafford earlier on this season in the league 1-0. That was Aston Villa's first win at Old Trafford since 2009. Manchester United have got some players missing. Martial, he's still out with injury, but Martial doesn't really get in the team anyway. Lindelof, he's still out with COVID. Pogba, he's still out with a muscle injury. He's been out with a muscle injury for a while. He got the muscle injury in France training earlier on in the season, but the good news is from Man United perspective that Pogba is close to returning. Eric Bailly's injured. He came off injured in the 3-1 win against Burnley last Thursday night, and Bailly's on international duty at the moment. Harry Maguire recently picked up an injury. That's why Phil Jones played against Wolves on Monday night. So there you go. Manchester United are coming into this game against Villa on the back of a 1-0 defeat to Wolves at Old Trafford. It was Ralph Rangnick's first defeat as Manchester United manager, and it was the first time Wolves won at Old Trafford in the league since 1980. It was a very poor performance against Wolves. So we need to see a far superior performance against Aston Villa in the Cup. Now earlier on today, I give you some more news on Ralph Rangnick. He said Ralph Rangnick is battling a dressing room rift at Manchester United as 11 players want to leave. Dean Henderson, Eric Bailly, Jesse Lingard and Donny van der Beek are unhappy at Man United because they haven't been given a chance under Ralph Rangnick. Rangnick has been Manchester United's interim manager for just over a month now. Rangnick is Manchester United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then it did mention that Rangnick will continue in a consultancy role for a further 2 years. But Rangnick got warned that he could lose the consultancy role if he fails to get Manchester United into the Champions League. Man United won't finish in the top 4 this season. But reflecting on the poor performances under Rangnick, Rangnick is blameless. The players have to take responsibility. The biggest problem at Manchester United at the moment is the players, because they're not performing. Rangnick has made changes at Manchester United. Revert back to earlier on in the season, he brought Ewan Sharp in as an assistant coach and analyst. He also brought Chris Armas in as an assistant coach, and he brought Saz Chalens in as a sports psychologist. Before Man United, Ralph was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Towards the end of last year, it said that Rangnick has been given £75 million to spend this month. When Rangnick first came in, he identified Manchester United's midfield as a weakness. Rangnick's made it clear that he wants a centre defensive midfielder. There's a lot of players that Manchester United are linked with. Now, on my last video, I gave you the news on Ruben Neves from Wolves. He says Manchester United are interested in Ruben Neves. Manchester United could bid around 35 million this month. I think Wolves are demanding £50 million. Manchester United have held talks with Ruben Neves' agent George Mendes. Ruben Neves played on Monday night against us, and what a game he endured. He did have that good chance from the volley, produced a good save from De Gea. Neves has been at Wolves for 5 years. He joined Wolves back in 2017. Wolves got him for 15.8 million from Porto. He's made 167 appearances in the Premier League for Wolves and he's scored 18 goals. He's got a contract with Wolves until 2024. He's a midfielder and he's only the age of 24. Sky Sports have also mentioned that Man United want Boubacar Kamara from Marseille as well as Ruben Neves from Wolves. Manchester United have been linked with Julian Alvarez from River Plate. He says Manchester United want to sign Julian Alvarez right now. He said the other day that the agent of Julian Alvarez is travelling to England for talks with Man United. Man United have already contacted Julian Alvarez's agent and Man United are prepared to pay the £17 million release clause to sign Alvarez. Alvarez is at River Plate. He's been a long-serving player at River Plate, risen up their academy in that. His contract at River Plate expires this year. He's mainly a forward. He can also be deployed as a winger. He's only the age of 21. Man United have been linked with Ousmane Dembele from Barcelona. There's been talks of a possible swap deal involving Dembele and Martial. I don't want Ousmane Dembele at Man United because he's too injury prone. Towards the end of last year, it said that Dembele is set to leave Barcelona as Dembele rejected a contract at Barcelona following a furious meeting with club bosses. Man United contacted Dembele's representatives. He's been at Barcelona for around 5 years. He joined Barcelona back in 2017. Barcelona got him from Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona got him for 135 million with add-ons included. His contract at Barcelona expires this year. Man United have also been in for Erling Haaland from Dortmund last year. It mentioned that Ralf Rangnick wants Erling Haaland, and Ralf spoke with Erling Haaland's father, Alf Inch Haaland, over the possibility of his son signing for Man United this year. He said Man United were ready to pay his release clause. Haaland's release clause doesn't become active until the summer. His release clause is in the £60-odd million range. But I've disregarded Haaland coming because allegedly Haaland wants to go to Spain when he leaves Dortmund, and Erling Haaland's father has said that his son allegedly wants to go to Spain. Declan Rice, he's been a long-term target for Manchester United. Man United are confident of landing Declan Rice in the summer for 100 million. West Ham's disappointing December given Man United a huge boost in their chances of signing Declan Rice. And Jude Bellingham, he's another one that's been a long-term target. He's at Dortmund, but revert back to when he was at Birmingham. Manchester United tried to get him. Over Christmas, Man United went in for Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. He's rated at £60 million. We've been relentlessly linked as well with Amadou Haidara from Leipzig, and we've been linked with Frankie de Jong from Barcelona, Rudiger from Chelsea. So yes, so many names. Romano did say recently that Man United are unlikely to sign a player this month. Players are going to depart the club this year. Good chance Anthony Martial is going to leave Manchester United this month. Like I said to you earlier on, there has been rumours of an Anthony Martial and Ousmane Dembele swap deal. Sevilla have been in for Martial. Towards the end of last year, it said Manchester United rejected a loan offer from Sevilla for Anthony Martial. Other clubs have been in for him as well, not just Sevilla. Last year, Ralf Rangnick confirmed that Martial wants to leave Manchester United, as Martial held talks with Rangnick over his future, and Martial's agent confirmed that Martial wants to leave Man United this month. He's demanding more game time. He's getting nowhere near enough game time at Manchester United. Martial is not good enough to represent the club. He was alright last season, but I think the best season he enjoyed at Man United was his debut season under Louis van Gaal. Manchester United paid the initial fee of £36 million for Martial back in 2015 from Monaco. Martial has scored 79 goals in 268 appearances for Man United in all competitions. He's been at Man United for 7 years, and he's under contract until 2024. Edinson Cavani, he's leaving the club this year. If he doesn't leave this month, he'll leave in the summer. Now, prior to the Wolves game, Rangnick did say in his press conference that he desperately wants Edinson Cavani to stay at Manchester United until the end of the season. Cavani played on Monday against Wolves. He was poor. He played last Thursday night against Burnley. Led the line well in that game, but didn't really create anything. And he came on in the 1-1 draw against Newcastle the other week and rescued a point for Man United. Cavani just come back from injury not so long ago. Cavani's contract at the club expires in the summer. Now, Barcelona have been in for Cavani. It said last year that Cavani agreed to join Barcelona on an 18-month contract. Barcelona have been seeing him as a replacement for Aguero. Aguero retired due to heart problems. Barcelona not so long ago signed Ferran Torres from Man City. Juventus have been in for Cavani, and last year he rejected a move to Boca Juniors. Man United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Juan Mata, he'll be leaving the club this year. I think there's a good chance he's going to leave in this January transfer window. if we offload him in this January transfer window, we'll be able to cash in for him, because obviously in the summer his contract at Man United expires, because last year Man United extended Mata's contract for a further year. Mata doesn't really get in the team, does he? He's lost that yard of pace and he's aging up, but despite all of that, he's had a good career at Manchester United. He's made over 200 appearances in all competitions and he's scored over 50 goals. And he's been at Manchester United for 8 years as Mata, so he's been a long-serving player. Got one Mata from Chelsea back in 2014 for 40 million. Earlier on this season, Mata had illness. Man United will loan Amad Diallo out as well. Lingard, he will be leaving the club this year. Do you think he'll leave in this January transfer window, or do you think he'll leave in the summer? Well, last year he said that Lingard will stay at Man United in January to fight for his place under Ralph Rangnick. Donny van der Beek, I can assure he will be leaving the club this year. We'll probably have to wait until the summer though to offload him, because I'm hearing that Van der Beek's not allowed to leave Man United this month. And he said the other day that Van der Beek's unable to leave Man United this month due to a bust-up with his agent. Well, Van der Beek wants to leave Man United this month. Recently he held talks with Ralph Rangnick to discuss his future. Bayern Munich are no longer in for Van der Beek now. Revert back to last summer, he was close to joining Everton. Van der Beek played no part against Wolves on Monday night, and he played no part against Burnley. I was surprised he was left on the bench against Burnley. I thought he was going to play against Burnley, with obviously Fernandes being suspended for that game. But I can't blame Van der Beek for wanting to leave, because he isn't getting enough opportunities at Manchester United. You know, he's only started once under Rangnick. He's only managed to score 2 goals for the club. And he's been a Manchester United player for over a year and a half now. This season's been his second full season at Man United. Man United got him for 40 million with add-ons included. He's got a contract with the club till 2025. There's an option of a further year, and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Matic, I think he'll be leaving the club as well this year. Matic isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he still seems to get his opportunities. Matic is the only predominant centre defensive midfielder that Man United have got. I've always had my reservations about him, because he's always been a static midfielder and he's aging up. But he's had his good games at United. He's been at Man United for around 5 years now, hasn't he? We got Matic back in 2017 from Chelsea in a deal worth 40 million. Pogba, I'm hearing that he's staying at Manchester United until the end of the season. Well, towards the end of last year, it said that Man United are not negotiating a Pogba transfer this month and expect Pogba to stay in this January transfer window, despite Pogba nearing the end of his contract. His contract expires in the summer. Revert back to the start of this season, Pogba rejected a new Man United contract offer. But Rangnick said earlier on this season he won't try to convince Pogba to stay at Man United if he wants to go. Like I said to you earlier on, he's been out with a muscle injury for a while. Do you think Tellez will leave this year? He could do, but I hope he doesn't, because I think Tellez has had some good games, especially under Ralph Rangnick. He appeared to be our first choice left back under Rangnick, but now obviously Luke Shaw's played our last 2 games. Jones and Bailly, I think they'll be leaving the club this year. Dalot, he could be leaving. And Dean Henderson, he'll be leaving the club. We need to get rid of him permanently. Towards the end of last year, Rangnick told Dean Henderson he cannot leave Man United on loan this month. Henderson wants regular playing time. Obviously, he isn't getting it at Man United because last summer De Gea reclaimed that #1 spot back. Henderson's only been in goal for 2 games this season. Earlier on this season, he was out with COVID for a while. Towards the end of last season, Henderson got that #1 jersey and he did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for last season. So there you go. In the summer, I can assure that Manchester United will appoint a permanent manager. I can't see Rangnick getting the Man United job on a permanent basis unless he can turn things around. Man United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. Manchester United sacked David Moyes after 10 months. Then Manchester United sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years. We won the FA Cup under him. Then Manchester United sacked Jose Mourinho after like 2.5 years. Mourinho did enjoy 1 good season at Man United because he won 3 trophies in his first season. The reasons it didn't work out under Mourinho is because he had bad disputes with the board, because the board didn't recommend the players he wanted to bring in, and Mourinho also had bad disputes with the top players. And last year Manchester United sacked Solskjaer. Solskjaer was Manchester United manager for almost 3 years. We sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson and still nothing has changed at Manchester United. So obviously sacking Ole last year wasn't the answer really. Because our poor performances in the last few months under Ole was not all Ole's fault. Yeah, Ole was partly to blame for, the tactics and the team selections and that. But obviously players had to take responsibility, and now they've got to take responsibility under Ralph Rangnick. But no matter who our manager is, we've just got to accept that we're never going to be the team we was under Ferguson. Ferguson, greatest manager of all time. Alex Ferguson was at Manchester United for around 26 years. So reflecting on that long-serving manager, Alex Ferguson brought success to the club. He won 30-odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. But Ferguson, in his first 4 years, didn't win anything. And it's a good job he didn't get sacked in that first 4 years, didn't win anything, or Man United wouldn't have had any success now. Before Ferguson, we weren't that good. We weren't good under Ron Atkinson. We weren't good under Wilf McGuinness either. Don't think we was too good under Matt Busby. Yeah, we started well under him and then it all started to die down. And we certainly weren't good under Franco Farrell because we got relegated under Franco Farrell back in the 1970s. That's 40 odd years ago now. But Manchester United should be doing much better than they are, with the squad we've got. Look at what we've spent. Since Ferguson, we must have spent over £1 billion. And we've brought over 40 players in since Ferguson retired. Rangnick's brought nobody in yet. He's obviously inheriting players who other managers brought in. There's 2 here now from the Ferguson era. That's Jones and De Gea. There's still Mattery from the Moyes era. There's still some players here from the Van Gaal era. There's still players here from the Jose Mourinho era. And there's obviously players here who Solskjaer brought in. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always. And take care. God bless you all again very, very soon.